Oh my god. It's ridiculous. Ah! Don't do that. Don't do that. God damn it. Oh shit. Oh man. No, it's not getting with my fucking ring light. Oh my god. Hold on. Oh, sorry, Mike's not on mute. Oops. Sorry guys. Sorry guys, just trying to get the card cam set up. I'm trying not to mess with the ring light. This USB is in the way, so sorry guys. I will be live here shortly. Just give me a moment. I think we're live, but I'll be on camera soon. Okay. I forget sometimes to check off the loop, and I played the video twice, and I didn't want to. Also, forgot my mic was not muted to begin with, so you guys heard me struggling as I was trying to plug this thing into my laptop because my desktop, well, doesn't have USB-C on it, and I had only one converter for my other, webcam that you guys are seeing me on. Well, this one for the card cam, I was like, dang, I don't have another converter, so I have to plug it in my laptop, which does have USB-C. So, all right. And I just saw my Kickstream decide to refresh. I was probably because I need to go grab the Ethernet cable for that so I can make sure that when I do use my card cam, it doesn't mess up. Oh, well, I'll do that probably here in a moment. As long story short, I've been busy today. If you the stream is any indication, today's Christmas Eve, and I also had to do some last minute shopping because there was a gift for my cousin that was supposed to show up this week. It sadly didn't, and because of that, I had to go buy some of the stuff. Which I bought him some good gifts. I was like, you know what, I had a backup plan. There's always a backup plan. Oh hey, what's up? Go. All right, we got Mr. Moose Cakes joining in. Good to see you. Watch on Twitch. And then we got, of course, the Gaming Hill watching over on YouTube. As for Kick, typical Kick. I had to, once again, ban one of these stupid spam accounts. Oh, you want to get more viewers? Click this link. No, I'm not doing that. One, not buying viewers. That's wrong. You do that, you're an idiot. And that's cheating. Don't do that. And two, I don't know if that's a spam link and I could get hacked. No, thank you. There's already enough of that shit online. I'm not taking a risk. I'll just be fine with the viewers I have. If more people find the stream, cool. If they don't, whatever. I'm not gonna lose sleep over it. Plus, today is Christmas Eve, or you're on the other side of the world, it's already Christmas Day. So I don't expect everybody to show up tonight. But for those of you who can show up, cool. Good to see you. Like I said, Christmas Eve here in the U.S., while the other side of the world, it's already Christmas morning into Christmas afternoon. So yeah, hope you all are having a good time. And if you don't celebrate Christmas, well, hey, hope you're having a good day regardless. I know not everybody does, but hey, just glad you can be here regardless. So we'll get to the stream here a little bit with the cards, and I'll try to open some Legos. Because I still have a couple of Lego sets I didn't open my Lego stream, like this right here. I want to get around to building this again because I ran out of time thanks to that stupid dinosaur I was building that got me annoyed, and I was getting hungry. And I made sure when I did my Pokemon stream last week that I had some treats with me. Of course, I have some Christmas tree cakes because I love these a lot. And why not? Even though these are just a knockoff version of Reese's, but it doesn't matter. Got a computer cups. I was at Family Dollar earlier. Yep, Truck is right. Yep. Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna build it. I was gonna try to find some more Legos when I was at Walmart. Because along with buying some gifts, because I wanted to get some last minute gifts for my cousin, I was going to see what I'd get for myself. Well, spoiler alert, no Pokemon cards. That's kind of been the trend here, through 2025, that you just can't find Pokemon cards anymore unless you buy them online or you're lucky to get there early. So I will be opening trade cards, just not Pokemon. But the return of wrestling, maybe? And I'll show you the set I'm about to open that's interesting, caught my eye. It's not WWE, it's not AEW, but there will be some wrestlers featured in there that maybe have appeared in any of those companies. I'll show you guys shortly. So yeah, I'll get into that shortly. But show you some of the stuff I bought. I was lucky to buy some wrestling figures, which they had plenty in stock. Like especially they had some shippers out front of each one of the toy aisles. I was actually able to see the figures, which I'm glad I got some while I could. And hey, I hope all the people that were shopping there, whether they're shopping for their kids or they had their kids with them, hope they got some figures. Because there was plenty in stock, thankfully, of wrestling figures. But like I said, Pokemon cards, not happening. It doesn't matter if I went to Walmart, Family Dollar, Pokemon cards are non-existent right now. Oh well. I was lucky to open some on my stream last week. I'm just going to buy them online for the time being until the hype dies down. So, yeah, that's really all I can do at the current moment is just, be happy with what I've got. Oh, okay. You're going to find out. All right. So, what am I opening today? Let me find my box of goodies here. I'm going to open up 4 boxes because unfortunately, Walmart, and this applies to all traded cards, not just Pokemon. There's a limit of 5 products per day, so you can only get like either like 5 packs, or you can get like maybe 3 boxes in 2 packs, 4 boxes in 1 pack, or so on and so on. But basically, yeah, it's a limit of 5 per day per person. Whatever. You get what I'm saying. It's ridiculous. You can think of all the Pokemon scalpers, and yes, there are scalpers for football and baseball cards and wrestling, because, well, like I said, I can't find WWE stuff. I've said that in many of my streams, but you know what? One of these will relate to it. So first, I have some more Panini Score football cards. I've been opening these lately at my Cracker Barrel, but I finally found a blaster box, so get a better deal here with these. So maybe I'll have a chance to pull some more parallels. Maybe we'll see. And then these, I found that's called Topps Update cards, and it says, "Ooh, exclusive holiday base parallels." Well, this is a Christmas Eve stream, so hey, just in time. And finally, this one. Okay, I said it relates to wrestling. It's not all wrestling, but it does relate not just wrestling, but boxing and MMA. This right here, Combat Anthology. Oh, and look who's on there. We got the Nature Boy Ric Flair. Looks like I got the original Sin Cara Mystico. And then I got a boxer and also an MMA fighter on the front. Which it says Dakota. I can't say her name. Oh, well, Mike Tyson's on there. Good old Mike Tyson. Okay. So I don't know who the MMA fighter is. I don't know her name. I couldn't really pronounce her last name. But all right, yeah, you got Ric Flair, Mike Tyson. I mean, already this is already looking going to be interesting. So I want to see who was actually in this. What wrestlers were they able to get besides Ric Flair and Mystico? So I'll be interested. And I didn't just buy one; I bought 2. I was thinking about buying one more box. Either could be another box of the Score football cards, or could be another box of the baseball. I was like, no, I'm just gonna stick with 4 because I was like I said, there's the limit of 5. But as I said before, I'm just gonna stick with what I got here. Yep, Combat Anthology. I know, interesting. And like I said, it's from Panini, who used to have the WWE license. Now it's Topps. Well, yeah. I'm not too heavy Fanatics right now. And actually, not just because of WWE, but actually it relates to one of the gifts I was trying to get. So I could kind of blame Fanatics for my trip to Walmart in a way. I won't lie. I was thinking about going to Walmart today. And it wasn't just because I was going to get a gift from my cousin. I wanted to see if I could find anything that I was going to pick up. 1, to open in the stream. And 2, hey, just stuff for myself. But like I said, any last minute gifts. So like I said, I achieved my number 1 goal of being able to get some stuff for my cousin. And then 2, be able to get some stuff for myself. Because, hey, you got to treat yourself right. I mean, yeah. But Fanatics, long story short, I ordered something from them. Because my cousin's a big Dallas Cowboys fan. Unfortunately, we don't have much Cowboy stuff around here unless you go to like a mall. Because I live in Kansas. Most people like Kansas City Chiefs. I like the Baltimore Ravens. My cousin likes Cowboys. So we're two like the many that don't like the Chiefs. Not everybody in the state's gonna like the Chiefs. But long story short, ordered something last week. Not even last week. It was almost 2 weeks ago. I ordered it. Was supposed to be here this week. No response. No, like I got like a tracking number and just waited and waited. I finally had to contact them. Like, okay, am I gonna have this package before Christmas Eve? No answer. So I've already contacted them and I'm demanding a refund. And if Fanatics don't get back to me, I probably won't get back to you probably tomorrow because of Christmas. Hopefully they'll maybe reach out to me after Christmas because I'm not gonna wait on a gift that I bought for somebody that isn't gonna arrive before Christmas. I mean, maybe I'll give it to them after Christmas. But if they're just gonna screw around and make me wait, then I want my money back because that's ridiculous. But whatever, and I can rant about Fanatics all I want. And more think about Fanatics and Topps, because Fanatics does own Topps now, because next year was supposed to be the end of the 2026 was supposed to be the end of the Topps baseball license. Then what was it last year, the year before, whenever it was that Fanatics bought Topps, which pretty much guaranteed that the Topps name will stay alive and that Topps will be the baseball, licensee probably to the end of time. And that kind of makes me think of another license I'll be talking about here in a moment because this shirt right here I'm wearing today, the color green, I mean, it goes for Christmas, but some interesting news today, and it kind of gets me right here because I think anyone that grew up with these guys, you'll know about their toys. me get you guys' next comments. Yeah. I mean, well, here's the thing. It depends on what the card is. It can't be just any card. Is it a holo? Is it an ultra rare? Like what the card is? Because you can actually get like any card. It could be like it just depends on what it is. I mean, honestly, dude, keep whatever you want to keep. Don't listen to people that tell you, "Oh, keep this card, sell that one." Like, don't listen to those. I'm sorry. If you think the card's good to keep it. For one, if it's a card from 2009, that's going back now. You know, 16 years now, 17 years as of next year. I mean, really, just keep what you want to keep. Don't let anyone influence you. That's how I feel about it. Tells me that Panini is backup, but I'm all for it. Yeah, it's been hard, and not just with WWE's top stuff being hard to find, and then you got AEW. It has nothing to do with Upper Deck. I didn't see any AEW Upper Deck cards, but obviously with AEW's currency, at least WWE is still doing well, despite WWE has its ups and downs. But AEW, yeah, I think for one, Jazzwares is supposed to stop doing the figures here soon, and really kind of like at this point might as well, because every time I go to Walmart, I see very few of the AEW Unrivaled / Unmatched figures. I saw like a new John Moxley figure, but it looked out of date because John Moxley still had like hair, and nowadays his head is shaved bald. I see more WWE Mattel stuff, and oh boy, if Mattel gets another license, and I'll mention it here in a moment if this is not a hint of what that license could be in the future. Interest combat has peaked. Hey, might as well check it out. Like I said, if you like wrestling, of course, MMA, boxing, I mean, see what wrestlers and since it shows Misko on there, you could probably get some luchadors. Hey, maybe some Japanese wrestlers. Maybe you might see. Who knows? I don't know. I haven't opened this yet. Could be some wrestlers from New Japan. Could be some wrestlers from All Japan. Could be some wrestlers from the independent scene. Who really knows? We'll have to see. So we'll definitely see what's in this set alongside any boxers and MMA. So that'll be interesting to open. But big news today, man. Of course, it has to come a day before Christmas. Playmates is not renewing the TMNT license, which this is going back to the late 80s. 1988 is when they first started producing the TMNT figures. And I heard this dude Pixel Dan, who's a big TMNT fan. And when he mentioned that, I was like, dang, think about that. Playmates, next year, this will be the final year. 2026 will be the last year of TMNT figures being produced by Playmates. Let that sink in, because you think of all different incarnations of TMNT, from the original 1987 cartoon, the live action movies of the 90s, the Next Mutation, we don't talk about, the 2003 series, which may be the best series when it comes to the best representation of the original TMNT comics, the 2012 series, which is also a very good representation. Hell, even the Michael Bay movies, the 2018 short-lived Rise of the TMNT, all the way to the current Mutant Mayhem series, which I do have the Blu-ray, by the way. I finally picked it up because I've been kind of passing, kind of skipping out on buying movies as much. But I was like, I'm gonna get that movie. I should have it in one of my bags somewhere. It should be. I think it might be in her bag. So, oh well, you guys already know what the movie is. But yeah. To think, Playmates is not gonna do TMNT after 2026. Wow, they're doing Power Rangers, and that's from Hasbro. Hasbro owns Power Rangers, and yet they're licensing out TMNT out to Playmates. Something tells me Nickelodeon had a hand in this. And here's why I say this, because Nickelodeon, of course, owns TMNT. And for a while, both TMNT and Power Rangers did air on Nickelodeon from 2011. Of course, the new TMNT didn't start until 2012. And then, the 2018 series followed, and so on and so on. The Power Rangers from 2011 through was what 2023 is when Power Rangers moved over to Netflix. So yeah, from 2011 to 2022. So really, a whole 11 years, Nickelodeon got to air Power Rangers, and that's from the Neo Saban era all the way to Hasbro owning it. But I think things went sour, and now that Hasbro has licensed out Power Rangers to Playmates, like I said, it's a theory. That's all I can say. Maybe it's not the reason, but I think that maybe Viacom's, Paramount, Skydance, whoever it is that, the owners of Nickelodeon and TMNT, like I said, it's a theory. I think they don't want any more interest, and maybe Playmates, now that, the competition, is now licenses out, the Power Rangers to Playmates. But this is where things get interesting. Next year, the bidding war will start. And the two companies that'll be the most likely are Mattel and Hasbro. Hasbro would be ironic because Hasbro, like I said, licenses out Power Rangers to Playmates. Ninja Turtles are leaving Playmates. So what happens if Ninja Turtles goes to Hasbro? How would that be? But I think Mattel's gonna make the bigger bid. And why I say this? Because Mattel's actually done a little more with TMNT crossovers than Hasbro has. I think the only things I can recall is the IDW Boom Studios crossover between the Power Rangers and Ninja Turtles that Hasbro did a few figures of during the days of the Lightning Collection, which, of course, the Lightning Collection has done more. Hence why we see Power Ranger stuff now with Playmates, mostly MMPR, because that's all we're seeing right now. Meanwhile, Mattel has done both Master of the Universe and WWE stuff. And that's with TMNT. In fact, with WWE, we have two different crossovers. We have one where you have the Turtles dressed up as wrestlers. Like, for example, you had like Leonardo as John Cena, Donatello as the Undertaker, Michelangelo as like the Macho Man Ray Savage, and Raphael as Sting. And there was like a second wave, which featured like Leonardo's Finn Balor, Donatello's Ultimate Warrior. You had Raphael as The Rock, and then I can't remember who Michelangelo was. I forget on the top of my head who Mikey was in that wave. But yeah, anyways, that was the only one. They did one with WWE stars dressed up as turtles, like had Seth Rollins, wearing like a Leonardo inspired gear. You had like Rey Mysterio doing like a Raphael inspired gear. You had Kofi and Xavier for the New Day doing Michelangelo and Donatello respectively, and you even had like Roman Reigns as Shredder and Cody Rhodes as Casey Jones. So already, I think Mattel's got more to gain from this than Hasbro does, especially with Hasbro trying now to become a entertainment company more than a toy company. That's just my opinion, and I don't know who else will bid for it. Of course, I don't think this will. Hopefully, it won't affect collector stuff when you have like NECA, Super 7, and Mondo being some of the companies that do the collector side of stuff, and Playmates has allowed it for the time being. But if Mattel or Hasbro, like I said, I'm leaning more towards Mattel than I am Hasbro. Especially with how things are going with Hasbro right now with Star Wars and Marvel. Yeah, and that could be more on Disney, but I don't know. That's just my 2 cents on the matter. We'll see what happens next year. But it's the end of an era, man. That's really all I can say. So let me get back to your guys' comments. So far, Mr. Moose Cakes had a comment here. My friend says 2009 collection, 18,000 pesos. I'm thinking that card has high value. Well, like I said, it depends on the card. I mean, if you have a whole set, and honestly, 18,000, I mean, that's probably not much in dollars, obviously, because we'd have to, do a conversion, basically. So I'm actually pulling my phone up real quick. All right, hold on. Let me just... Yeah, I mean, I'm just looking up real quick just to see. Because only $1,000 is... Well, it's okay. 1,000 Filipino pesos. I know you're in the Philippines. That's only $17. So, so $300. Okay, $300 USD is not bad to sell a collection for, but there's a lot in the 2009 Pokemon cards that are worth a lot of money, and it depends on what got sold. So, like I said, you have to tell me what the card is. And if I know what the card is, then I'll tell you where if it's got high value. But I'm just gonna be honest with you. I don't care for the value. It's like that's just how I feel. I don't do it for the money. If you do, hey, nothing wrong with that. Me, I just do it for the fun. Yeah, I mean, I like that some of my cards are worth something, and I have a lot going back to 1999 with the original base set from the Wizard Coast days, and even some Japanese cards that were, printed prior to that. That we later reprinted in English. Like I said, do what you want to do. I don't collect value. And the same goes for figures. I'm a wrestling figure collector. I mean, this to me, one day I could just say screw it. It's all coming out of the package because I think about it every day. Sometimes I'm like, man, I'm starting to run low on space. I buy more figures, and I used to really be hardcore into my wrestling figure collecting. And I still kind of am. I just don't buy as much as I used to. But it's at the point where I mostly prefer to collect what I want to collect. Once again, not gonna knock anybody that collects for value. Just don't make it the only reason you collect, honestly, because there's some people who just buy stuff just to resell it. And if it brings you happiness, honestly, cool. If you want to do it for the money, once again, that's your choice. But for me, I do it because it makes me happy. And if I get any duplicates, yeah, I'll sell those for money and I'll be reasonable. I mean, I don't know. At the end of the day, they're printed on cardboard, and that value can just go downhill, and it can really be worth nothing. Honestly, I hate to say it. I'm not trying to be mean or anything. It's just the market is weird like that. I don't know. I like to collect the cards that are more rare and they're really hard to find and they're short printed. Those are the ones I think that are worth money. If it's like a real limited run, those are the ones to me. Those are ones that are really worth keeping. And if you're lucky to acquire another one, then maybe you can have one that sells. But that's just me. That's how I feel about it. All right, guys. We'll get into some Lego building and trade card openings here in a moment. I want to show you guys some figures I bought this Christmas Eve that I was lucky to get my hands on. And I could have bought more, but I was like, nah, I'm gonna call it good. Let the parents and their kiddies get some figures, obviously. But there was plenty of these figures in stock, so it's not like I was gonna be buying them all up. So first, let's get into some elites. Very cool ones. Included one that actually was released a decade ago and was just re-released, and one I wish I would have got back when it came out. But hey, at least I got it now. And I found where my DVD is, by the way, or it's actually Blu-ray, but I'll show it a little bit. First one I got here, I got J. Madonna. Very cool figure. I mean, it's all right. One of the members of the Judgment Day. And this is in the Survivor Series War Game set with the Nick Aldis Build-A-Figure. Now, here's all the other figures in stock, and I believe they did have everybody. I don't remember if I saw the Cody, because I saw like another Cody Rhodes, but it wasn't the Survivor Series one. They did have the 1, 2, 3 kid, and they did have Bret Hart, but I just kind of left them behind, honestly, because, well, I've got plenty of Bret Hart figures, got plenty of 1, 2, 3 kid figures, and honestly, I don't think I'm going to take this out of the package anytime soon. So I said, I'll pick him up, because he's one of the figures I don't have in my collection. I do have some Finn Balor's, and though I don't have a Judgment Day Finn Balor, maybe I'll get one at some point. I do have like a Dominic Mysterio. I have a Damian Priest, but it's like a basic. I haven't bought these elites as of late. So that's one of the figures I picked up. Then another one, well, too bad this guy's out on injury. Hope he comes back pretty soon. The Samoan Werewolf, Jacob Fatu. Very nice figure. Now, it's not his first time in the line. I missed out on that. Those are kind of the ones that are hard to get. But I thought, why not? I'll get him. Now, of all the figures in stock, I do remember I said I saw Cody Rhodes. The Cody Rhodes I did see was the one in this set, the greatest hits. I saw Stone Cold Steve Austin, which is kind of like the same as every other Stone Cold Steve Austin, black vest, black trunks. I remember he came with like a couple of beer cans. They're just really silver cans. The only one I didn't see was Logan Paul, and honestly, I don't care about Logan Paul. If you like Logan Paul, hey, nothing wrong with that, but he's not my cup of tea. I've never been a fan of Logan Paul, and oh boy, everybody's talking about Jake Paul getting his butt knocked out. I wonder if Jake Paul will find his way into this. I hope not, because but seriously, it's kind of like whatever. The last figure of the elites I picked up, well, got the Animal Batista, and this is a cool flashback figure. Now, I remember this one was released back in 2010, back in the early days of the Mattel line. The packaging is obviously different. They changed it up, but I remember seeing this figure back then. I think it was like Elite Series 5 or 6. I don't remember which Elite wave it was, but I didn't get it at the time because I was still kind of on the fence of Mattel Elites early on. Because I was still like a big Jakks specific guy before I finally gave Mattel more of a chance. And hey, I never looked back. I always thought Mattel stuff got better over time, just like Jakks did. So I was very happy to get this figure. And boy, look at all the figures on the pack. And I don't think I recalled seeing anybody else in this wave, which I think I did see the Seth Rollins in his Shield attire, but I didn't see the Ron Simmons. I didn't see the Usos back in their old throwback attire when they had the face paint. Hulk Hogan, I don't recall seeing Hogan, and the Rey Mysterio. So yeah, but still cool. I found this figure. That's quite the wave versus the other one I just showed you. And the last figure, well, I don't have as many of these kind of figures. This is going the third figure in these sets since they put these out. But I was like, why not? This man's a legend. It's been 20 years since he passed away. The late great Eddie Guerrero, and it's the Ultimate Edition. I was like, this is a nice figure. I was like, you know what? If I'm gonna buy any Ultimate Editions, it's gonna be people I like. I have Razor Ramon, rest in peace as well, and Hulk Hogan, of course, and Hollywood Hogan. Wow. And it's not that I'm just gonna buy Ultimate Editions of people who aren't with us anymore, but they're just the ones I buy because I want to buy the legends. I would like to get one of the Triple H at some point, maybe one of the Rock. Of course, the Macho Man, my all-time favorite. Ooh yeah, I'd love to buy those, but for now, this is only my third ever Ultimate Edition figure. Very cool, of course, the back, and these are the best ones because you get more posability with these. These are the higher end ones. For those of you who don't know that maybe aren't into WWE collecting, like these are much better compared to the elites. I mean, the elites are still good, but like I said, you get more like the heads, the extra hands. You know, you get more of the cloth good shirts. Also, got a bull rope accessory. Like this is from when he and JBL had their bull rope match, which Eddie Guerrero would end up dropping the belt to JBL in that match. So very cool that I got this figure. So that's it for figure pickups, just to show you guys in the stream here, just for the heck of it. And then I already mentioned I picked up a movie. I actually found it was in the bag, so cool. I know this movie came out last year, but I finally got my hands on it. I was like, why not? Especially now with Playmates now losing the TMNT license. That means any stuff you see over the next year, well, yeah, man. It'll be a shame to not see Playmates doing TMNT, but oh well. I'll be looking forward to see who does it next. All right, let me get a swig of my drink here. I got a drink here, as always. I got myself some Minute Maid fruit punch. I might get some eggnog later. Who here likes eggnog and who here hates eggnog? I mean, hey, it's that great debate, Some people think it's great, some people think it's not. Very few people say it's okay, but that's whatever. It's each their own. But anyways, let me get a drink of this, and we'll get into our little card opening. And I might do the Legos in between as well. In fact, I might do one box early on and one box at the end. But hold on, guys. Give me just a moment. I got to do something real quick. I'm going to put my little overlay up, and then I will be back shortly. So hold on just a sec. Let me just go over here. Let me make sure I find the right thing. Hold on. I'll be back in a moment, guys. Just it won't be long. Okay, I'm back, but I will be on the screen back here in a moment. So hold on just a sec. I got to do something. And you will notice something a little different because I'm going to, just for Christmas, since there's not going to be nothing Pokemon related in the stream. So once again, it kind of sucks, but you can blame the scalpers and, well, just everybody else trying Pokemon cards right now. So let me do this. I know you guys aren't seeing it on camera. All right. And now I'll take this off screen. And there we go. So I know Poinsettia, Chris's background. Misty, she got the holiday for today. And I love Misty, but since there's not going to be any Pokemon in this stream, I'm going to mostly just do this for the time being. I'm thinking about maybe getting different card mats in the future. So say if I'm doing a non-Pokemon stream, say I could have like a play mat that's wrestling related or a playmate. Play mats, not playmates, because I just taught playmates earlier. But a play mat that could be football or baseball or just something else, just to change things up. All right. So, anyways, guys, I'm gonna get ready to open up some cards. Of course, like I said, we'll open up some Panini football cards. Hopefully the quality's not too bad. It's not dipping out too much on the card cam because, like I said, I had to plug my Ethernet cable in real quick. So it might, I don't know, it might be slower through that versus my face cam where I'm using it through my desktop. But I had to make sure to plug the Ethernet cable into my laptop real quick so the quality be better. And then, like I said, I also opened some Topps Baseball, and these are the ones with the exclusive holiday parallels. But yeah, this one right here, like I said, this one got me interested. The Combat Anthology, so yeah, I'll be definitely looking forward to opening these up here and see what I get. Maybe any wrestlers that, we'll see. I heard the Nature Boy, Misko, we'll find out. And yeah, build some Legos. Why not? Because Christmas, a lot of kids will probably get Legos for Christmas. So we'll build this. This is when I bought Dollar General earlier this year before Dollar General closed down. So I'll build this, and if I have time, if I feel like I can get through the stream without maybe getting too hangry, well, I might do some of this. Why not? For any female viewers out there, if not, that's all right. But why not? I think this was pretty cool. This I picked up at a place that, believe it or not, just closed down. It's called Discount Bins. I mentioned that in the Lego stream. That's where I found this at. I don't know if it was maybe sold on Amazon or where it was sold, but well, I'm glad I got it when I could. I probably could buy it online, but Discount Bins actually ended up closed down. Which is kind of a shame. On December 17th, they said that was their last day. So dang, it sucks my hometown of Park City to losing their business. First to lose a major business like Dollar General, and then to lose a small business like Discount Bins. Doesn't Southern bring Casino in though. And I know my city's still trying to rapidly expand, add more businesses as they go, but man, it sucks when you lose a small business. Oh well, I digress. We'll see what maybe goes in that building because that Discount Bins was next door to Dollar General. Well, that's 2 vacant spots in that building, which thankfully still has an active grocery store that people still go to, and then there's a liquor store because of course people need their liquor, but whatever. I'm not one of them. To each their own. All right, guys, let's move on for that. So, I'm gonna put some football cards. Why not? Because football season is just about over. We're 2 weeks away from the regular season being over with, and not looking good for my Ravens right now. They just lost a big game against the Patriots. As far as I know, Baltimore's still in the playoff hunt. The wild card is probably out of reach because there's at least 3 other teams ahead of Baltimore that are probably going to most likely get in. So right now, Baltimore's chance, well, they got to play, they got to play against this team. This guy represents the Packers. And if Baltimore wins, well, they still have a chance. And if the Steelers lose, then that makes things a little bit easier because the last game of the season is the Ravens versus the Steelers. And yeah, I hope Baltimore can win because if they don't win this coming Sunday or when the game is, I know there's some games on Christmas, but I don't think Baltimore's playing on Christmas, which is tomorrow, obviously. But that shows how much I've been keeping up football because I've kind of been in and out of football this year. But when I saw that Baltimore lost against New England, I was like, come on, really? The Patriots? Who would think the Patriots made a comeback? Especially if the Chiefs got eliminated. The Kansas City Chiefs got eliminated from when they played against the Chargers last week. And boy, poor Patrick Mahomes got injured. Sorry to hear that. I mean, but oh well, whatever, Even the Chiefs can't be on top forever, but the Patriots made a comeback. Really? Wow. Yeah. This year has been something. And this is without Tom Brady and without Bill Belichick. Who would ever think that the Patriots would make a comeback without them? But all right, anyways, here we go. Look for rookie signatures green. So we always have a chance of pulling an auto or something else really cool. Because the packs I normally buy from Cracker Barrel or elsewhere, if they're not in a blaster box, I don't always get the best hits. So I already made a parallel here and there. All right, so we got our packs here, 15 per pack. And these are thick packs right here. All right, let me get a little closer to my card cam. Oh, that's one of my figures falling over, but all right. For our first set of packs here for the stream. Of course, I always look for my Ravens, and hopefully, well, I don't know how Baltimore's going to do if Lamar's out on injury, because Lamar's been getting injured here and there this season, but if this is like a season-ending injury, that's going to suck. All right, we got Kyle Williams, rookie. Well, I just mentioned the Patriots. Fucking Patriots. I'm sorry. All right, we got a card of Andrew Makuba from the Eagles. Rookie of Jalen Noel of the Texans. Riley Leonard of the Colts. Okay, we got a green parallel. Okay, nice. So that's my first ever green parallel because I've only pulled the purple ones. Okay, so that's cool. All right, I'll put that right there. That is of Greg Rousseau from the Bills. All right, so cool. I like that. I had to look at that real quick. You got a throwback of Aaron Rodgers. Wow, he's played for the Jets. Nice play for the Steelers. I couldn't think for a moment. The team that my team is gonna have to hopefully beat, but also like I said, we got to beat his old team. Wow, ain't that something? Well, this is when he was with the Jets, but remember he used to play for the Packers, and he played for the Jets for like a season, and yeah, he didn't do too well with the Jets. All right, we got a celebration card of James Cook for the Bills. Then we got a sack attack, Dexter Lawrence for the Giants. All right, then we got Ricky Pearsall for the 49ers. We got Braylon Allen for the Jets. We got Jalen Waddle for the Dolphins. Marquez Valdes-Scantling for the Seahawks. We got Matthew Stafford for the Rams. And then we got Pat Freiermuth for the Steelers. Steelers. And I don't really hate the Steelers. They're just hated. My team's rival, so I have to hate them. And Dalton Schultz for the Texans. So not bad. I got a great parallel so far. We'll see what else I can pull in these packs. Of course, you know, these ones don't always guarantee you to pull anything better than like a parallel, but we'll see if I can pull an auto. That'd be nice. If not, oh well. Maybe next time. And also, I gotta throw some packs off the side in a bag so I can make sure I don't have a big mess in here. All right, so let's see. What's next? We got Elijah Arroyo for the Seahawks. Siobhan Rebel Jr. of the Cowboys. Kenneth Grant of the Dolphins. Oh, we got a red parallel coming up. Quinn Ewers of the Dolphins. Okay. Oh, hold on. I don't think that's parallel. Okay, I might have spoiled that. Oh well. All right, so we got I guess the green parallels are guaranteed in these packs, at least from what I'm seeing. We've got George Kittle of the 49ers. All right, cool. All right, so that wasn't a parallel. My bad. All right, first ballot, Darrell Green of the old Redskins. League leaders, Chris Boswell. Right there, we got throwbacks of Bucky Irvin, that old school Tampa Bay Buccaneers gear. We got Michael Vick. Michael Vick, we don't talk about him, what he did with dogs. Yeah. Micah Parsons of the Cowboys. Geno Smith of the Raiders. George Pickens of the Steelers. Alvin Kamara of the Saints. And we got Jalen Coker of the Panthers. And finally, Brian Thomas Jr. of the Jaguars. All right, cool. All right, Michael Vick. The rest of the cards are decent. I mean, oh well. Nice. I mean, the guy was a great player, but he definitely ruined his career by having that dogfighting ring. And anybody who does anything bad to animals, you are, yeah. Animals are children. You treat them wrong. Well, nope. You get out of here. You're not welcome here. Or you commit any crimes that are unforgivable, man. Like, All right, here we go. We are halfway through. Let's see what I got in this pack. All right, we got Tataroya McMillan, rookie for the Panthers. Got Torrey Holton for the Seahawks. I almost thought it was the Rams. And I was like, oh, that's the Colorado Rams. The Colorado State Rams for college. That's where he played. Got Gunnar Helm for the Titans. We got Dylan Gabriel for the Browns. Okay, so our next green parallel. This is AJ Barner of the Seahawks. All right, so green parallels is definitely a guarantee every pack. I mean, even tops don't guarantee a parallel in every pack. So I definitely say I kind of think Panini's doing a lot better doing cards nowadays. And it was a real shame WWE decided to leave Panini because I actually had no problem finding the WWE Panini stuff. WWE top stuff, not so much. And I still have not found to this day. Anyways, celebration card of Nico Collins for the Texans. Throwbacks of Tua Tagovailoa. Oh, we got a throwback card here. Jackson Dart for the Giants. Sorry. Oh, we got Zay Flowers, my Ravens. Awesome. Always love pulling my Ravens cards. Cool. Even if it's not parallel, we got Chris Long of the Rams. The Mario Douglas of the Patriots. Jalen Tolbert of the Cowboys. Hey, no Raven. 2 Ravens in this pack. Marlon Humphrey of my also Ravens. So awesome. I'll take that. Now, it'd be cool if I pull a parallel in one next pack. That's one of my Ravens. Bryce Allen, the Panthers. And we got Frank Tarkenton. Oh, that's an old school player right there for the Vikings. Look at that old school helmet, man. They eventually stopped producing those. I remember there was like one guy that wore a helmet like that 20 years ago. I think it was like Gary Anderson or whoever it was that played in the Titans, and he had like one of those helmets. So yeah, that's old school right there. Man. All right. So 3 parallels guaranteed so far. Haven't really done anything better than green, but we'll see what else I can pull in this one. And like I said, I haven't pulled anything like an auto or I don't know if they even do the jersey relics anymore like they used to. I remember when Topps did WWE cards, they used to do the mat and shirt relics. So I don't know. We'll see what I pull here. All right, so we got rookie card of Ollie Gordon II for the Dolphins, Trevor Etney of the Panthers, Trey Amos of the Commanders, Tez Johnson of Buccaneers. I think the green parallel is coming. Oh, it's a blue parallel. Oh, nice. I will take that. All right, for the Bears, Roschon Johnson. Oh, all right. So there we go. Our first real big hit. So let me just, do the usual. And it's number 2. It is 120 of 499. Cool, cool, cool. I will take that. Nice. And look at that shine too. Oh, look at the stars there. So this is a cool looking parallel. All right, I'll take that. Hey, it's not one of my Ravens, but hey, that's awesome. That's cool. Like I said, I'll take it. And of course, nothing really special on the back, but all right. So first, pretty big hit. So I don't know if there's gonna be an auto anywhere in these packs, but we'll see. All right, league leaders Kirby Joseph. We got a throwbacks card of Devon Akine. Once again, I always say if I pronounce the name, I apologize. I can't always say every name right. Saquon Barkley of the Eagles. All right, we got Hunter Henry of the Patriots. We got Trey Hendrickson of the Bengals. Marvin Harrison, a legend right there when he was playing for the Cardinals. Garrett Wilson of the Jets. Oh, another legend, Edgerrin James of the Colts. And Nick Bolton of the Chiefs. And the last card is Nick Bonito of the Broncos. All right. So cool. I like that parallel. I'll take it. Once again, it's not somebody on one of my teams, but it's nice. I'll always take any parallel I can get. Now, if it's a parallel somebody I don't care about, I don't know how I'd feel like a parallel of Michael Vick. That's like pulling a parallel of let's just say before 2007, obviously, if I was opening a thing that had Benoit in it. I don't know. Benoit was a lot worse than Michael Vick. And that's just because Benoit did some better. And of course, people use CTE saying that, well, it wasn't the right state of mind. Understandable. But it's murder. I mean, still bad, even though, like I said, what Michael Vick was doing with dogs was just as bad. But once again, it's whatever. All right. We're into the second to last pack here for this. We got Andre Borregales for the Patriots. Luther Bird III for the Bears. Trayvon Henderson for the Patriots. Josh Conley Jr. or Cornerly Jr. for the Commanders. Got throwbacks of Derek May of the Patriots. Sack Attack. And I think that was the parallel, if I remember right. Yeah, that's definitely the parallel. That's something I don't like about the parallels and with the inserts. Because that's the logo is different colors, more of a pink. And I'll show you here in a moment for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about. So I guess that's our guaranteed parallel. A little bit of disappointment, plus it's a Patriots, so boo. Actually, no, let's let the audience. Audience, what do you think about the Patriots? And just like that, people in New England just stopped watching my video. If they were watching to begin with. Sorry, not sorry. It's all for fun. Come on. All right, we got Leonard Williams of the Seahawks. First ballot, Steve Young. Okay, that's a cool card. Steve Young was definitely a solid quarterback back in the day. All right, we got a celebration card of Amon-Ra St. Brown. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Okay, his name just looks so confusing. That's why I had to reread it. All right, we got Travis Kelce. And just like that, fans in my home state of Kansas just got mad at me. To all my friends and family, sorry. I have nothing against you guys being Chiefs fans, but I don't like Travis Kelce. If it's Patrick Mahomes, he's all right. He's good. I mean, Travis Kelce, I don't even hate the guy, but come on. It's Travis Kelce. I have to boo out, especially how he likes to act sometimes. Or we got Don, I can't even say his name. Majakowski, I think. All right, cool. Micah McFadden of the Giants there. Oh, wow. You got like cool, like black and white photo of William Andrews there. So legend there for the Falcons. Jordan Brooks for the Dolphins. And then we got Tavondre Sweat of Titans. Last card, Jamar Gibbs of the Lions. So let me find a card I've already pulled when it comes to throwbacks. And sometimes I don't catch this right away. So, for example, here's this one right here. And it's not until I look at the top where I see where the logo looks different. And I know there's other sets that have done that before, where like you have the regular silver and then you have the parallel here, which is like a kind of like a red or a pink. It looks like pink on the camera, which okay, I don't mind, but I don't know. It's not as cool as the parallels I already be, But oh well, whatever. I guess it's still cool. Still counts for the collection. All right, so here we go. Get into the last pack. Now I'm gonna have to check. Is there I think there is kind of a card trick bid for these. I want to say it was maybe the first four cards. But oh well, maybe next time if I open one of these boxes, I am thinking about opening more of these, and I might do the card trick if there is one, because it's like there is, and that's usually something that's rare with football cards. I'm used to card tricks with like Pokemon cards, or I don't know, like very few cards anymore have like card sets have card tricks. All right, so we're just gonna go through this. We got Trey Harris here for the Chargers. We got JT Tuamoloau. I can't say his name. I just butchered his name. I apologize. DJ Tuamoloau. Sometimes if I can't say name, I'm just gonna butcher. I'm like, where? Nick Scorton of the Panthers. Elijah Badger of the Chiefs. We got okay. We got ourselves we got a relic card. I haven't pulled one of these in a while. All right, nice. All right, that's cool. We got stars of the NFL, Jets, Garrett Wilson. Hey, green parallel right here of Kyle Monagai. All right, cool. So we got parallel in the pack, and so you can get a relic in the same pack as a parallel. All right, awesome. So let's see. This one is not numbered because I think it's not a parallel one. Because you can also, I want to say if they do the same like Topps also did parallels of like their like shirt relics, mat relics. Of course, we jersey relics if we're talking about football or baseball and autos. So okay, because you can see the little bit of the jersey here. So all right, cool. That's our big hit for the box. So I'll put that over there. It's not an auto. More people would rather pull autos than like jersey relics, but you know what? I'll take it. It's a hit. All right, we got Saquon Barkley throwbacks card, celebration card of Sam Darnold of the Vikings, second attack of Nick Bosa of the 49ers. We got Zach Ertz of the Commanders, Rondé Barber. Okay, got legend there for the Buccaneers. Josh Hines Allen of the Jaguars, Devon Achane of the Dolphins, Lamar Jackson. Hey, there we go. Good to see Lamar, even though it sucks he's injured, but hey, Lamar still, until he's no longer Baltimore, hey. And even if he ever left Baltimore, I'd wish the best for him. But hopefully he stays at Baltimore for the long run. At least I hope. And he's got to get Super Bowl someday. It's got to happen. And finally, Drake London of the Falcons. Okay, not a bad box. I would definitely say the best pulls are definitely, of course, I guess this would be a guaranteed hit. If it's similar to like top boxes right here. But I would say this right here, the cool kind of an aqua parallel with the stars. I would say this is definitely the hit of the box. So all right. So that's it for the Topps. Sorry, Panini, not Topps. We'll get to Topps baseball here soon. And I know baseball season's already over, but hey, well, I was like, why not? It's holiday themed. So why not? All right. So I'll put these off this side. Because now, well, Combat Anthology. Like I said, this is my first time ever opening these. Look for Blaster exclusives, parallels. 6 packs per box, 4 cards per pack. So not gonna be a lot to these, but hey, it's different. And this is the first time I opened anything WrestleLay this year, at least on camera. I did open some WWE Panini boxes that I bought off eBay because I was like, all right. My plan was originally I was gonna do a stream where I was gonna open up Panini cards. Well, I had to keep waiting for my packages. Then eventually I just got frustrated and said, screw it, I'll just open it off camera. And I also want to get some top stuff. Well, like I've already mentioned before, Yeah, I can't find anything in Tops because of me. And I still can't get it for a good price because if you go on eBay, Topps Chrome blaster boxes are way too expensive. And don't even start high boxes. I mean, geez, they make some of the stuff that scalpers are pulling. You'd be scalping a lot cheaper, and pulling stuff still get scalped pretty bad. But yeah, I just have no interest in buying anything for more than it's worth. There's the package. I see you got Flair, Mystico. We got the MMA fighter Dakota, whatever her last name is, and Legend Mike Tyson on there. So I will throw this box off to the side. And like I said, I think next we'll get into some Lego building, and then I'll get back to the cards. So I'll probably be with you guys for at least another hour, maybe 2 more. I'm gonna probably not go any longer than 3 hours, just anyway, just to make things a little different. I know it's Christmas Eve, not everybody's gonna be able to watch the stream. Then make it a little quicker, just for the most part. Right, guys, first pack of the set. First, I'm opening this. So let's see what wrestlers pop up besides Ric Flair and Mystico. Oh, I got somebody that's related to a wrestler. So here we go. I'm gonna throw this pack off the side. So for the first card, well, we got Phil Davis. So we got first card MMA fighter. Then we got Chris Cyborg. Well, I know who she is. I'm familiar with her. Okay. Floyd Mayweather Jr. Wow. Already some familiar names. Money Mayweather here. Oh boy. And then we got Frank Shamrock, who is the brother of Ken Shamrock, which, for anyone that's a wrestling fan, you know who Ken Shamrock is. And Ken Shamrock is one of those crossover stars who went from MMA to wrestling and then back to MMA. But his brother Frank is also an MMA, fighter. So, okay, cool to see Frank Shamrock. So that's the first pack. Let's see, we get in the second one here. So, not bad to be opening something different for once. I might have to look more of these up in the future. Oh, we got Ben Askren. Okay, so MMA fighter there. Corey Anderson. So far, we're just sticking with MMA fighters. Oh, we got a parallel here. Nice. Biagio Ali Walsh. And that is a red parallel. 140 of 275. Not bad. First pull in the box, even if it's not a wrestler, but I'll take it, and that's it. So I guess if you get a parallel, you only get three cards instead of 4. So that is the downside of getting a parallel. That's all right. I'll take it. Put it off the side. So that's a big hitter. So far, we only got in one person that has a connection to wrestling so far. Everybody else has been MMA or boxing. So come on. Who's going to be my first wrestler I'm going to pull? I want to see who is all in this set. All right, here we go. Next pack. And hey, it's something to collect for fun. Why not? All right. Well, we got Mystico, so that's our first wrestler. Cool. Hey, Ilios, you watching? We got Satoshi Kojima. So there you go. Yep, as I figured, there will be a mixture of Mexican and Japanese wrestlers in this, along with maybe that's made in the Indies. We got, legendary boxing promoter, Don King. All right, cool. And then we got Alex Hammerstone Classics. Okay, not bad. And yeah, he's a wrestler, isn't there? Okay, so 3 wrestlers and 1 boxing promoter. Okay, cool. So I'll take it. Wow. There you go. So hey, if you want your chance to collect cards of wrestlers from Japan and Mexico and any indie wrestlers, etc., there you go. Maybe like I said, you said your interest is peaked. Well, hey, give it a shot if you ever find it at a retailer in your area. Or, online if you can. All right, so next pack here, we got Fedor Emelico. I hope I said that right. So we got MMA, we got Mark Coleman, Usman Numagovich. I'm surprised I could say Russian names some better than some of these other names. And, well, we got our Alex Hammerstone. Wow. So, second time he makes an appearance. Ring royalty. So, this is a parallel, but it's numbered. Huh, weird. So the other pack only gave me 3 cards. This one gave me 4 because this is a parallel and it's numbered. But all right, I won't complain. It's still cool. So that's not bad. I'll take it. All right, second to last pack here. So far, decent hits. We've only really pulled 3 wrestlers so far. But let's see who else makes an appearance. All right, for the next pack here. All right, we got Mark Schultz. All right, so somebody I believe is an Olympic wrestler, if I'm right. Luke Rockhold. Not as familiar with him, but all right. Alex Hammerstone. So this guy has appeared in my box already as 2 different cards in insert form. Okay. And then Pedro Rizzo. Oh, wow. So cool. So, all right. So, whoever Alex Hammerstone is, I gotta check him out. I guess he wrestled MLW when I read the back of it. So, all right. All right. So, last pack for now. We'll get to more of these in a little bit. Man, I should have bought one more box. maybe I will next time. Oh, wow. Look at my last card's gonna be a big hitter. Maybe not a parallel, but we'll see. All right. So, we got Josh Barnett, who I know is in MMA and also has transitioned to wrestling, has appeared in Japan. So, cool. All right, Roland Gardner. Okay, so we'll see a lot of Olympic wrestlers too. So hey, cool. I know he's somebody that's never really gone to pro wrestling, but like Kurt Angle. But all right, cool. Hey, blue parallel, Mark Schultz. Not bad. That is 35 of 125. So cool. And well, the legend himself of boxing, Mike Tyson. Now it's kind of a shame he didn't get the honors of knocking out Jake Paul, but hey, to the other guy that did, well, Mike Tyson with his gap in his teeth was probably smiling like, yeah, you knocked that guy out. Yeah, you do that. Sorry, that's not a good Mike Tyson impression, but I had to try. But all right, not bad, not bad. So I guess sometimes it varies if you get like 3 cards or 4 cards. It's kind of weird that only one of those packs didn't have more than 3 cards. Whatever. But there's the hits for this box. Not bad. We got somebody in, well, Mark Schultz, who is an amateur wrestler. So it's cool that you got pro wrestling, you got MMA, you got boxing, you got amateur wrestling in here, like the Olympic stuff. So definitely a cool mixture. So no Ric Flair, and we haven't seen any other legends. So maybe the other box, when I get to it, maybe we'll see who's in that box. All right, maybe move these off to the side. So I'll definitely have more of this set here in the future. Who knows? Could we see Muhammad Ali in it? We're talking about boxers. Maybe the late George Foreman, who's well, Muhammad Ali passed away too, because he passed away years ago. But yeah, George Foreman only passed away recently, but still, hey, there's always a chance. All right, making our swig of the drink, and we'll get ready to build some Legos. Then we'll go back to more cards. So Legos might take a while, so brace yourself. And hey, we'll talk about some Christmas memories, talk about toys, stuff like that. So, all right, let's get drinking. The streamer will resume here in a sec. But so far, some good pulls here with these boxes. Panini, man. I think WWE made a mistake leaving Panini for Topps. That's just my opinion. I mean, they're still doing good with baseball, but whatever. All right. Here we go. Let's get ready to build this dump truck. So, let me just move this off. That was a little ribbon from when I was wrapping up gifts earlier, because I was also using this table to wrap my cousin's gifts along with my uncle's gifts. I also got some from my uncle that I think was able to get online, but not my cousin's gift. Like I said, it was good. Let's go to Walmart today and get his gifts there. But all right, here we go. Open this box up. And as always, I have to make sure nothing falls out off the floor. Thankfully, this table, I have more space on it. Well, hey, look at that. We already got the base of the truck, so at least that part's already been done for me. I guess this might be a little bit easier than I thought, but it's still going to be a lot to do. But all right, here we go. Of course, a lot of people will probably be off work right now because it is a holiday. Besides our first responders, anyone that works in the hospitals, fire departments, the police, and then of course people that work in motels and gas stations, and then our servicemen and women that are overseas that couldn't make it home for the holidays. Hope they're all doing well. Anyone's got a loved one that's overseas, at a military base, hope they're doing all right. You're missing them, get to talk to them by phone at least, through video chats, whatever you gotta do. But anyways, for everybody else that could be home for Christmas, hey, hope you're having a good one. I said whether it's Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, or if you're just, not celebrating the holiday, but either way, hope you have a good day. All right, get ready to open these up. Let me grab my scissors real quick. Just makes it a lot easier to open. I mean, these aren't too terribly hard to open, but we'll just do this. And while I'm doing this, I'm going to put some music on real quick, just kind of, I don't know, I meant to do it earlier, but whatever. I always kind of forget to put certain things on the screen just to kind of remind people, but there we go. All right. So I think we'll just put on some. There we go. All right. So we'll get ready to put this little minifigure together, and I should have brought my minifigures, my other Legos. I forgot to bring them out here, but oh well, I'll get them later. But you guys go back to my stream that's still on YouTube. It's not gonna be on Kick and Twitch, obviously, because Kick and Twitch usually delete stuff, and well, yeah, kind of for the best that you guys are subscribed to my YouTube channel. If not, hey, you can still follow me through Twitch and Kick, you know, wherever you guys are watching me, you know, it's always appreciated. And if you're on all three, cool, even better, or at least 2 of the 3, you know, like I said, just wherever you can watch me at. As always, just make sure I don't lose all the pieces here. Because, you know, gotta have all the pieces to build the truck, so let me push some stuff off to the side so I can make sure that, you know, stuff don't get mixed up. But yeah, as always, I'll make sure to check my comments here between the channels. Alright, so, oh, I didn't put that on loop. That's my bad. Let's just make sure. Professional streamer here that doesn't forget things, right? No, it's called being human. Alright. So I think we'll get rid of minifigures here first before we get to the truck itself. And like I said, depending on how much time I have, I'll try to maybe get around to the other Lego set here, which is not officially Lego, but we'll see how well I can build it, because sometimes off-brand Legos, if they're not Lego or Mega Constructs, may not always be that good, to be honest. Alright, just getting this off this side here. Toss these little plastic bags. So here's the first minifigure, which, you know, you don't really need instructions to build a minifigure. Alright, so here's the female construction worker. There we go. And put her little hat on, so we can have her hair there. She looks very similar to the one I have at the hot dog truck. The naked all minifigures look similar. I mean, is this her like her second job? When she's not making burgers, she's doing construction work. Eh, you know, could be anybody, but like I said, very similar. All right, so there we go. And then of course we got our male construction worker. Make sure to have his pieces, which I hope I have them. I hope it's not some of this interchangeable. Oh boy. Unless, yeah, it shows both the male and female Lego. Maybe. Okay, I see his body's over here. Alright, cool. His was scattered around with the vehicle. Alright, cool. We'll put him right here. Oh, he got a little bit of a. And of course, got their virtual faces on some of them usually. Not this one. He's got a little bit of a smudge of dirt on his face. If you can see it on the camera. Trying to focus the best I can. Alright, there we go. Now it's gonna find his legs, which should be in here somewhere. There we go, I found him. And there we go. We got both our male and female construction workers. Cool. Move them off the side. So, of course, I think this is all the basic parts right there. Of course, got a little wheelbarrow here, which I'll have to find the wheels in there somewhere. So, yep, I found them. There's one set of wheels, so I think let's see how much I can do before I have to look at the instructions. Now, who needs instructions, man? Well, sometimes I do, because if not, I can't put stuff together right, like that Lego dinosaur I did in my last Lego stream 2 weeks ago. Alright, so that's the wheelbarrow. Okay. Now, maybe in a future stream I might do something Pokemon related, like maybe I'll show off my Pokemon cards that I've collected over the last, not even just over the last year, but probably since I've been a collector. I've been thinking about that, but I was like, you know, for now we're just gonna stick to Legos and some football and baseball and combat cards here for this stream. But alright. He's got it in his hands, so he's got his wheelbarrow. If it wants to fit in the other hand, I'm just doing this right here. Might have to turn his handle around a little bit. Alright, cool. Well, didn't want to stay in his hand, but whatever. And I just gotta do that. You can go in his hands, or go in the female's hands. And of course, throw your little construction equipment in there, or your little, like, building materials. I guess I should have brought the other Lego characters out here I have, but oh well, maybe next time I will. If I do another Lego stream in the future, where it's just Legos or a mix up of Legos and trading cards like I did the last, time I did a stream. It's not gonna go in his hands. I'm not. Oh well, you get the point. You know how wheelbarrows work. All right, let's get ready to build this truck here. And of course, cool Lego City thing here, showing all different Lego City sets. Very cool. And all the different little minifigures. That's nice. Remember, there's the Lego City series that used to air. I don't know if it's still on because I don't have cable. But yeah, that's just showing the wheelbarrow. Oh. Yeah, just showing some of your pieces here. But, alright, cool. Yeah, simple pieces to put together. So, alright, cool. We got a little jackhammer, a little strip. Wow. They didn't spare any expense these. Wow. Cool stuff. But alright. Yep. So that was one of the easier stuff to do. So yeah, we'll put the jackhammer here in her hands. Because why not? Might have to turn her hands around a little bit. Hopefully they'll go in better than the wheelbarrow did. Because I don't know, maybe I don't know how to put a wheelbarrow in somebody's hands. Maybe I'm not doing it right. There we go. That should work better. I think it's better to have their hands inside, like, facing out the other way or something. I don't know. Whatever. I'm just trying to get this in her hands, but once again, you should already know how these things work. Or you don't, maybe. I don't know. Doesn't quite work the way I think it's intended, but oh well. That's how it goes sometimes. Even when you read the instructions, you think, oh, you got it right. Nope. I don't know. I'm not going to spend too much time with trying to get the jackhammer in her hands, but once again, you should already understand how it works. Alright. Let's get to building this truck, because why not? But yeah, just all the other little pieces I have laying here. I'm just going to try to, once again, just look through the guide manual real quick, because why not? We're showing the pieces I need here. That little sign there, if I have them in here somewhere. Which I should. Alright, I'll change the music here shortly. After a little bit, I do want to change it up. Trying to find that little piece, if it's in here somewhere. Oh well, I'll worry about this later after we get through the rest of this. Because I don't see the piece. It's like it's missing. But it's probably hidden in some of these other pieces. Huh. Oh well, like I said, we'll get to it in a little bit. We won't worry about this part till later, until I've tried to find the pieces. Like I said, it's in here somewhere, I just don't know where. Alright. Guess we'll keep it as Christmas related here in a moment. I'll change the do this. Alright, build this truck here. So I'll be looking at the instructions while you guys, see me build it, obviously. Alright. It's showing me all the different pieces here. Just making sure nothing's missing, because that always sucks if you can't find a piece. Like looking for a front bumper that I don't see. I hope it didn't roll off. It didn't roll off the table. Everything should be on here. All right. I'm gonna skip a step for the time being because I don't see some stuff in here that's supposedly missing. Okay, I see the little headlights. I see that. So we need this little piece for the headlights. I know it's kind of hard to see in my hand. There we go. And this will go here. I know this is some simple stuff, but hey, come on, this is Christmas time. We think about when we were kids and when we got stuff like Legos and action figures, which if I was a kid, I'd be playing with the figures right now. And sometimes I actually do want to take out the package, especially that Egg Guerrero, and start swapping the heads and all that other stuff. Alright, just looking at everything here on the table. That's hopefully not missing, I think. Alrighty, one of these little pieces here. That's supposed to go on the side of the truck. Alright. And, try to follow the instructions as best I can. Like I said, there's a lot of pieces here that look like they're missing. But hopefully in time I'll find them. Like the little grill here, which I know it doesn't show up on camera the best. But it shows me the little piece. Oh, okay, it's a little blue piece, so I gotta find it in here somewhere. Okay, there we go. There's the grill. But sometimes I don't see it very well in there, and I don't read it right. Do it right when I look at it. Alright, there we go. There's the grill of the truck. Alright, there we go. Nice little sticker on that truck. That could always come off at some point, but hopefully don't. Oh, and then we got the tail lights. Okay. So the little orange pieces here. Would have been cool if I had some Christmas Legos, but oh well. Probably was too late from this year, or probably would have to go somewhere else. Or get them online even. But alright, there we go. Alright, then we got like a brown brick, which will go... Let's see, should be all the way in the back. Hopefully the diagram actually will be right. Because like I said, sometimes it doesn't always match up like it's supposed to. Alright, so hopefully I didn't do that wrong. Alright. Let's see what we got next. Yeah, because it shows that, okay, I did that the wrong way. I was not looking at it right. And now I gotta struggle. As I looked at it. Okay, because I saw the tail lights. Hold on, it goes here. Once again, I did do it wrong, so that's my bad. Also got our piece that goes on the side that I didn't see. And hopefully I don't get upside down. Alright, cool. Alright, so I need a couple of these little pieces here. So let's see, they will go there. Let's see if I find the other one. I need a little yellow piece, which would be this one right here. Okay, then we need the little orange piece that I have here. That'll go here. There we go. And then, of course, need this little piece here. Which will also go right there. Alright. So we're getting the console here so far. Alright. Oh, next is steering wheel. Oh, that one right here. Okay. Cool, cool. Put that there. Not bad. Alright. Come together pretty well. Alright, we need two little yellow pieces. Alright. The long yellow ones, I should say. There we go. Let's see. Where's the other one? There it is. Alright. Then we need a little gray piece. Yeah, let's look at our clear piece. Alright. And should be one more clear piece right here. That will go here in the middle. There. Alright. And then we got another gray piece. Okay. Again, hopefully I'm following these instructions right. Because sometimes they look like they're explanatory, and sometimes they don't. Alright, we've got another gray piece that will go here in the back. Alright, cool, cool. Oh, got the windshield. Alright, nice. Front windshield goes on like so. Boom. I know you guys can't see the instructions, so maybe I'll bring them down just so you guys see what I'm doing here. And it's like I try to get all into the camera. Oh, don't want to lose that piece there. Oh, I need my side windows. Alright, cool. If I put it on right, not be a numbnuts. Sometimes I am. Alright, cool. Alright, so let me make sure I might miss your guys' comments. Okay, cool. Alright, welcome back. Yep, thank you. Appreciate it. Oh, hey, what's going on? Positive Pokemon players. Welcome. Good to see you, man. Hey, yeah. I mean, hope you're making the most of it. Of course, this stream I've already opened some football cards. And I opened something called the Combat Anthology. So, you know, if you're able to, you know, go back and watch the beginning of the stream, or if you are watching, then you've already seen what I pulled. But we'll get back to that here soon. And, of course, as I build this truck here... So, yeah, I'm going to change the music real quick. Let's see. Let's go for this. There we go. Change it up here and there. So I build my Lego truck here. Alright, we got some yellow pieces here we got to put on the back. Alright, show me how to build the back pieces, so make sure I follow it right. So let me just go here. I guess. I would say more of a construction truck, not an Amazon truck, but I guess it could be an Amazon truck. I'll show the box since you just now joined the stream. Basically, gonna build this right here. Alright, hopefully I got our orange lights. Alright, there we go. I mean, it could be a truck you want to be, I guess. It could be a beer truck, even. I guess it's more of a cement mixer, I should say. And of course, you remember the cement mixer that Stumble Steve Austin once used on Mr. Man's car back in, like, 1998. Oh, boy, that was iconic moment. Or no, it was the Rock's car. Well, he used it on somebody's car. I think it was the Rock's. Yeah, I had to remember for a moment. But either way, it was like... I don't know. Austin's destroyed so many cars over the years, like... I almost forget. But I know one time of course, when he did a Triple H, that forklift, and dropping old poor Triple H down, and that car smashing it. Oh, so many great moments of the Attitude Era. Alright, so let's put this over here. Make sure I get on right. There we go. Cement truck into Mr. Man's car and busted the windows. Yep. Oh, yeah. Alright, we got these two yellow pieces here. Alright, cool. That goes there. See, it's nice we can find ways to talk about wrestling, even when there isn't as much wrestling, but hey, at least those Combat Anthology cards have been pretty interesting. And hopefully we'll see if we might pull somebody that's, you know, a big star, well, he's a big star regardless, but he's a big star from other pool players' neck of the woods. Alright, so let's see what we got next. Alright, I need a couple of translucent pieces. Hopefully I have them in here somewhere. I think they're red, but I might have messed them up. I don't know, it's just sometimes it's kind of confusing. Okay, I think it's more, I don't know. Okay, I think I know where I went wrong. I put them on the wrong side. See, the colors on here are very confusing. I'm supposed to put the red parts there. Hold on, I found them. Because I was confused by the instructions, by the color. And my brain kind of processes it the wrong way sometimes. They were on the tail light, so okay, that's where I went wrong. Oops. Alright, there we go. And I forgot this was right here, but see on here they don't look red, they look orange for some reason, but I didn't see the little Lego part, the little, you know, pegs there, or whatever I call them. Lego brick pieces, like for some reason my brain just glossed over that. Oh well. There we go, that looks better. Alright, so that's what my problem was. I mixed it up. Oh, that's why my figure's falling over. That's on the floor. Alright, so we got this piece here. Looks like something will be attached to that soon. Man, I can't believe Christmas is tomorrow. Christmas Day. Like, it's a thing that takes forever when we're kids. When we're adults, it's like, it's just here and there like nothing. Crazy. And we're in the last week of... We'll be in the last week of 2025 before we ring in the new year soon. That'll be a week away. Can't believe it. But speaking of that, I don't know if I'll be streaming on New Year's Day. I've already decided with New Year's Eve, I'm going to try to do it with my cousin that night. As for New Year's Day, I may or may not stream. But, you know, 2026, I do plan on streaming more. So, just stay tuned. Wherever you follow me on Twitter, Discord, here on YouTube, or wherever you follow me at, which I'm going to have to get back to growing Discord. I've said many times, I just kind of keep forgetting to share the link. I need more people to start joining the streams too, whatever they can. And, you know, trustworthy people like you guys. Alright. So we got this little piece here. And this blue piece that'll go in the back. Cool. Alright. Well, together pretty well. Oh, we got two more yellow pieces that'll go in the back. Alright, cool, cool. So, we'll just do this. Alright. So let's see one of these pieces here. Make sure I get it right, hopefully, because I try to follow the instructions the best I can. If I don't, well, like I said, sometimes I don't read them right. Looks like I'm getting it right here. Okay, cool. Alright, I think I'll change to some music here. I just have to keep going back and forth, because when I have to switch back to your guys' comments and then the music, like, maybe I'll have to look at your guys' comments over on the laptop. I think for now on, I'll look at the laptop for your guys' comments, so then I'm on the computer, I can switch the music a lot easier. So I'll have to remember that for now on. Because I have the laptop here as the card cam / Lego cam. Alright. Oh, here we go. Put the wheels together. Alright, so there we go. We'll put those together real quick. Pop that in. Alright, I think I should have one more wheel somewhere. There it is. Alright, cool, cool. And of course, really don't need instructions for this. I mean, unless you're doing this for the first time. Maybe sometimes you do. I don't know. Yep, we just pop these in here like so. Like I said, don't even read the instructions for that, but hey, you know, whatever if you do, you know, nothing wrong with that. Alright, cool. So now our truck can roll around. Alright, awesome. Now we gotta put together this part here. So we got this. Put these yellow pieces here. Alright. Easy enough. So let's make sure I put them on right, because I wasn't doing it right. Alright. So now we gotta figure out where they put this. Okay. This will go on the back. Alright, cool. So we do that like so. Alright, so this is probably this will be the mechanism for the cement mixer. Cool. Alright. Got a little orange brick here. And then we gotta do this here. So make sure I show you everything on camera best I can, just because, you know, why not? Let's see. So I know those laying somewhere. Don't remember where, but it was. Alright, let's see it. There it is. Could also help out with the card cam, but you know how I am sometimes. Wedge that in between. Alright, like so. There we go. Alright, and that goes in the back. Cool, cool. Alright. So it goes in the back like this. There we go. Alright, awesome. Alright, so there we go. Okay, now we start putting together the cement mixer. As we have these pieces here. There we go. And of course, self-explanatory, just stab them together like that. Nice. Alright, cool. Alright, cool. We got this piece here, which will go there. Oh, we got our little, these are our little cement pieces that will go in there. Alright. So got a little bit of playable, you know, kids play with their little cement mixer blocks there. Go in there, awesome. And then finally, we attach it to the truck. Cool. And this is where the cement will get dropped. Cool. Oh, come on, really? Well, hey, it's meant to come apart. It's called Legos. Unless you watch a Lego movie and, yeah, the antagonist played by, you know, Will Ferrell is like, nope, you can't take stuff apart. Yep, there we go. This is okay. So, doesn't work quite like I was expecting. Oh well, it looks nice for what it is. Oh, it comes off too easily. Oh well, it's not really what I was expecting. Oh well, that's gonna happen. What can you do? Trying to see if I get the little thing to. Hold up. Maybe let's try some. Maybe I have it on wrong. I don't know. Just going by the instructions as best I can. Yeah. It's supposed to drop the little bricks out, but it doesn't. Just do that, I guess. So, I guess that's how it's supposed to work. I don't know, because you see this, and then I got this here. So how many kids probably got frustrated if the word doesn't work right? Huh, interesting. Oh, look, it shows the hands. Oh, hey, look, nothing in your hands. No, really, you don't say. Huh. So I guess we're supposed to do this, and they come out this way. I mean, I'm not gonna complain. The truck itself looks cool, but for the playability, that might not be what kids want, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, what can you do? Let me just try to dumb them out this way, I guess. There we go. We just, yeah. Whatever. Like I said, the truck looks nice. Maybe the little action feature doesn't work as well, I guess, as they probably want it to work, but maybe that's just I'm not doing it right, or I don't know. Oh well, at the end of the day, this is for fun, so I'm not gonna let it get me mad like the dinosaur did. Anyway, there's our truck in action. And then if you want to, of course, throw your little minifigures in there. You're the guy or the girl, have them driving it. They don't sit down, unfortunately, so they gotta stand up, but there you go. Old Hard Hat Harry here, make his return. I don't know, he's got kind of a mean look, like, I don't trust him. He's like he's ready to do something bad, so I don't know. Oh, my hand decided to spaz up for all of a sudden. Like, hey, what are you doing? You don't tell me what to do. I'm gonna drive this truck off the cliff. Ah, no, okay. I don't want to traumatize that kids watching. Like, oh no, don't do that. Okay. And we got the shovel, because I forgot about that. Shovel style. Alright, well, that's... Yeah, I guess that... Oh, and there's a piece I was missing for the little construction sign. There we go. It was hidden or something. There we go. Have our little construction area here. Alright. A wheelbarrow. We have our little field worker, and well, that is it for this little build. I know it was simple, you know, it wasn't, you know, too much, but all right. I think I will take the music off for now. I don't know, I wish I could loop the music a lot better. Like, I'm gonna have to figure a way to get a playlist on here somehow. I know maybe with OBS there's a way to do that, and there's other ways to do it, but oh well, maybe in the future I'll figure that out. But okay. I think I'll stick around for about another. I'm gonna do another 20 minutes, obviously, and then I'm gonna call it good. Cause I don't know. I think in the future, where did I put that other set? I had it on the floor somewhere. Okay, it's under the table. Like I said, I'll probably save this set here for another stream in the future. I don't know. It looks like it'd be fun to build, but there's a lot to it, honestly. So, like I said, maybe we'll save this for another stream down the line. I'd like to be able to find some more Lego stuff that relates to this, because there was like Lego beach sets that I've seen that I just never got around to buying. So, like I said, maybe down the line I'll consider it. All right, let me just move everything off this side so nothing gets knocked over. Move off our minifigures here. So once again, I'm just trying to grab everything. All right. All right. Get our swig of the drink. And here we go. Let's open some Topps Baseball. Let's see what these holiday parallels, if I pull any, what they look like. That they'll be Christmas themed, probably, I would assume. Once again, baseball season's over. Dodgers won the title, but, you know, there's always next season for my Royals. And that won't be until April when baseball starts up again, but why not? Let's throw some baseball cards for the heck of it. Just to have something here to open the stream. You know, since I've already opened up the score football cards, and for those of you who might have missed out, well, pull this cool parallel here. Very nice. Number 120 of 499. And the jersey relic here. So just to show that off real quick. The air parallels were decent. And then the combat cards I opened up earlier. Here's the 3 hits from them. From the first box, right there. The blue parallel there. 35 of 125 of Mark Schultz. The 49 of 275 ring royalty of Alex Hammerstone. And then the 148 of 275 red parallel of Biagio Ali Walsh. So just for anybody that missed the stream earlier. All right. Well, hey, we'll see what we pull in there, you know, since once I get to that box, we'll be seeing different wrestlers, mixed martial artists, boxers, like man, like anybody that's in combat sports will have a chance, to pull them. But we'll get to that in the box if we get the baseball one. Of course, yep, cool. Yeah, too bad it wasn't a Ravens one, but hey, I'll take what I can get. And that was the only score NFL box I have for the time being. Maybe I'll get some more on our stream. Here we go. Let's open this box. Some Topps baseball. See what I can pull in this box. All right, so this is the update series. So here we go. All right, so we got this card right here of Andrew McCutchen. All right, cool. All right, for the Mariners. All right, so the cool looking foil card here. So I'm assuming they're all foils. Julio Rodriguez. Oh, maybe I don't know. Maybe they're not. Oh, wow. What we got here? Oh, that's cool. Orange parallel here of Armando Alvarez. Okay, so that was in the back. That was our big hit right there for that one. So, all right, cool. So, yeah, we got Oliver Dunn for the Brewers, Caleb Durbin for the Brewers as well, McAble there for the Phillies, Alex Muncy for the Athletics, Omar Cruz for the Padres, Kristen Campbell for the Red Sox, Dalen Weil for the Nationals, Drake Baldwin for the Braves, and Tim Towle for the Diamondbacks, and finally Luke Cashel for the Twins. Okay, not bad. So, okay, the parallel. All right, so not bad. It's pretty cool. All right, it's not really, well, of course, the regular number, but it's not specialty numbered, but that's all right. Still a cool looking card. All right, next pack here. And then we have, looks like, yeah, so 6 packs in total in the box. All right, so I'm not going to flip it around with the, well, maybe we don't have a hit in this one. I don't know. We'll find out. We got Shohei Ohtani, well, the Dodgers, the world champion Dodgers. All right, we got a Kyle Tucker card. All right, so guess this will be the parallel right here. So we'll wait to reveal it, maybe. If it is, I don't know. We'll see. But we got Walker Buehler. We got Nodded Smile, Bobblehead Brilliance. Cool. Got Alan Roden right here. Justin Turner. We got Miles Mastrobuoni. Marcelo Mayer. Roki Sasaki. Okay. You got Matthew Lugo. You got Rafael Marchan. Logan Henderson. And, well, that's it. So no parallel in this pack. All right. Yeah, definitely. I guess a decent box. So far, I haven't pulled any of my Royals, but we'll see. I don't know. I hope I didn't get the big hit too early. But we'll see if I get like a cool relic or, like an auto maybe. We'll see. All right. We got Chandler Simpson here. All right. So one of the inserts. Got Dylan Cruz. All right. So let's see. Oh, that's probably the parallel. I hope. Yes, it is. We'll see who it is. All right. So let me do this real quick. We'll move that to the back. Let me just do this. We'll find out what the parallel is. I think it might be the same as this one, but we'll see. All right. So we got Zach Agnos, Joe Boyle. All right, we got Beantown Boys. Red Sox load up on young stars. Eric Orz, Jonathan Rodriguez, Drew Evans. Got Rafael DeVeers, Brady Singer. We got Tyler Freeman, Nick Kurtz. Okay, so from the Cubs. All right, so we got John Birdie. So, all right, pretty cool. These look, I don't know, kind of make more of a Halloween vibe than Christmas because you can see black and orange. If I'm thinking of holiday, I think of Christmas with, red and green. But all right, I guess they're still cool looking cards. All right, so we got 4 more packs to go. All right, so what we got next? So I think there was 7 packs in total. Then I miscounted. Either way, whatever. I'm just happy I can open more trading cards every now and then. All right, so we got Zach Veen here. Oh, that's a cool Cool refractor card. All right. That one, they didn't wait on this one. Willie McIver. All right, cool. Oh, wow. Look at that. Back to back right there. That's a pink one. Ryan Lotos. Okay, cool, cool. All right, so we got Matt Savinson, Devin Williams. Someone put these parallels up here, so cool. We got, oh, my Royals. Carlos Estevez. All right. Always nice to pull anybody for my Royals. Even if it's not a hit, but I'll still take it. Jamie Westbrook, Grant Wolfram, Kristen Campbell, Edgar Cuero, Mick Abel, Michael McGreevy. Okay, so not bad. I like that pink parallel. Pretty cool. It's no special number on it though, but all right. And then that cool refractor looking card here. It's all right. Not bad. Not bad. Oh yeah, definitely a hot pack for sure. I was thinking, what if they were all parallels? Be like a god pack, like in Pokemon. Which I've still yet to do that in Pokemon. And I was hoping at Terrestrial Festival when I did my opening last week. I don't know if you've had a chance to watch the replay on my TCG channel, but pull some good cards in those boxes I opened up. Man, I can't wait to more. I want to definitely want more Death and Rivals, some Mega Evolution. Maybe I'll get my hands on Mega Dream and some Fantastical Flames. I know the English version of Mega Dreams will be called Ascended Heroes, so I'll probably just buy that stuff online. I know that'll be probably through like ETBs and tins. So yeah, I know if that's a plan, you get like a booster box, but I digress. All right, so we got Marcelo Mayer. All right, there's Carlos Rodon. All right, cool throwback card of Juan Soto. Not bad. All right, so we'll throw you over here. Oh, there's a special card. What we got? What we got? Let me just do this. All right, here we go. We got Ryan Latos, Mickey Moniak, Jorge Soler, Matt Gorski. We got Jackson Job, Nick Enright, Andres Muniz, excuse me, Davis Martin. We got from the Dodgers, Let 'em Eat. Dodgers Flush of Aces. And the last card is another orange parallel. Okay. Of Isaac Padres, which is kind of funny that these ones are always backwards, but yet these ones weren't. But hey, that's all right. You know, no complaints. Still cool to pull these cards. All right, 2 packs ago. What we got? Once again, it'd be cool if we saw like a parallel, not just a parallel, but like an auto or a jersey relic. I don't even know if Topps even still does all that. Because, like I said, I know WWE stuff I don't know because I don't collect the WWE stuff because it's hard to find that stuff. All right, we got Cam Smith here. All right. So, what we got in this pack? Let's turn it around. Hey, my Royals. Michael Lorenzen. So, cool. Always cool to pull somebody from the Royals. We got Parker Dunshee. Was it Parkle? Travis Denard. Okay, whatever. Jake Burger. I can go for Burger right now. Of course, all burger places are probably now closed for Christmas Eve, but whatever. We got Blaine Krim, Caden Dana, Cody Clemens, Tyler Heineman, Matthew Liberatore, and Hunter Dobbins. And the last card is Ryan Walker. So, all right. Nothing too big on that pack. I guess I'll give this honorable mention as I slur my words again. All right, not bad. Thank you. Favorite Royal of all time. Oh man, I want to say Alex Gordon. Maybe he's one of my favorite Royals. Of course, Zach Greinke was a great guy. Man, I mean, there's been some good players in the Royals. Of course, George Brett, legend. Can't forget about him. It's hard to say. You know, they've had some great players over the years, but I don't know. It's hard to really say who my favorite Royal of all time is. I guess, like I said, probably. Yeah, there was many more that played for the Royals over the years. Mike Moustakas. And I think back to the 2015 World Series, man. Man, crazy. That was 10 years ago, and that was 30 years after they won their first World Series back when I was just born. Man, back in 1985. Crazy. All right, here we go. All right. If I remember right, if there's a parallel, I'm going to pull these 2 cards here. Maybe we'll move Let's see. Oh, this is the parallel maybe. Hold on, hold on. We're going to do this. We're going to move this. Move this parallel here. It's probably not one of the orange ones, but we'll see who it is. And we'll see if I pull any other parallels. All right, so we got Spencer Torkelson. So one of our answers here. Okay, that's a cool looking card. I like that. Mystical Dylan Cruz. Like that's a pretty cool looking card. All right. We got Antonio Centala. Once again, I apologize if I said it wrong. Oh, yeah, Bo Jackson. I almost forgot about Bo Jackson. Of course, somebody who played in both baseball and football because, he also played for the Raiders, which is crazy, which, I with me being a Kansas City Royals fan and a lot of people being Chiefs fans around here, so probably a lot of people were torn for cheering for Bo Jackson when he played for the Raiders, but I didn't really care. I was like, whatever. All right. Anyways, we got Fraser Ellard. We got Nathan Lowe. We have Ryan Fitzgerald. Wilmer Flores. Chase Petty. Jeffrey Springs. James Meeker. Fernando Cruz. Justin Sterner. And, oh, that's cool. So these are definitely Halloween themed. All right, not bad. Steven Melton. That was actually cooler than the other two. The other two, all right. That's not bad right there with the stripes. Kind of makes me think of a tiger. But all right, I like what's going on here. Even though I guess these would have been cool to open at Halloween. But you know what? Hey, I'll take it, I guess. Nightmare Before Christmas. I mean, that's a classic movie. And that's Halloween and Christmas. So, all right, I'll take it. So that's the last card. Oh, yeah. Bo Jackson, he's definitely a beast. I mean, like I said, two-sport athlete. And, Deion Sanders being another one who played both football and baseball, but didn't really do as well with baseball as he did with football. Oh yeah, there was some good pulls there. It's all right. So not so bad. I would say definitely the best ones for sure. This pink parallel is pretty cool. Just have something a little different. This one, that's more of a refractor foil, and like I said, just to have a different Halloween one that's a lot different than these other ones. These other ones were cool. Don't get me wrong, but I think this one was a lot better than these other three. But all right, there we go. But anyways, guys, I'm getting close to wrapping up here because, like I said, I'm just gonna go for 2 hours. I'm gonna do one more box here, the Combat Anthology, and then I'm gonna call it a day because I'm gonna do some other stuff on Christmas Eve before I eventually go to bed later tonight, and then I'll be hanging out with my cousin tomorrow and give him his gifts, give my uncle his gift, and just enjoy Christmas. Because man, I can't believe the holiday is almost here. I know it's already here on the other side of the world, but just a few more hours here. I know as I'm talking, it's about to be 9 o'clock, so 10 o'clock for you guys over there on the East Coast. Okay, hey, glad you could join. Make sure you catch the replay to see what cards I pull here in this box for the second box I'm going to open, and if you're able to watch, otherwise, hey, hope you have a good Merry Christmas, and hope to catch you on the next one on Positive Pull Players. All right. Anyways, let me... Oh, now... You know what? I meant to go with a different song. Let's go with some rock. Because, we're talking combat sports, so we'll play Battlegrounds. But anyways, I gotta find a way to randomize my music much better. See if StreamYard actually creates playlists rather than you have to go click on a song each time. And then the song plays on a loop, and there's like a little bit of a pause between the song going on the second loop. That's something StreamYard should really fix. Like StreamYard, allow for playlists instead of me having to click on songs individually. I know it's a nitpick, but it'd make things so much better. Just have songs play, like I can play this, and then I'll play another song, and then I'll play another song instead of me have to go manually click it. It just would make things a lot easier. Once again, just a little nitpick. That's just my personal opinion. And I'm sure there's other people that probably might agree with me, and if you don't, that's fine. That's your choice. Alright, here we go. Last box, I said Combat Anthology. Let's see what I pull in this box. Oh, I see a name familiar. Somebody who's in boxing, but also did get involved in wrestling at one point. All right, here we go. We got Oleg Popov. So once again, mixed martial arts there. Marco Ruiz, okay. Oh, Chael Sonnen, he's a familiar name in MMA. All right. Butterbean, a boxer who is a legend, but also was the same guy who knocked out Bart Gunn at WrestleMania 15, if anyone remembers. Yeah, the Brawl for All. Yeah, let's not talk about that, but poor Bart Gunn. He didn't deserve that, especially if you have something that was a shoot fight. Yep, welcome back, Elias. Good to see you. Glad you came back, man. I just showed old Butterbean there. But here we go. Second pack. So far, I haven't pulled much in the way of wrestlers, more boxers, MMA, and, you know, amateur wrestlers. But let's see what we got next. Alright. We got Patchy Mix. Got Pedro Rizzo. Pulled him a lot earlier. Oh, Guy Medzer. Red, 58 of 275. Alright, not bad, not bad. I'll take it. Oh, and then Deontay Wilder. Combat Immortals are inserted. Okay, cool. Alright. So far, we're halfway, almost to the midpoint of these packs, and there's only 6 packs in total. But anyways, good that you come back. Positive pool players, they go back to work, so... Hey, at least somebody's watching. You know, I always appreciate you guys watching. Alright, oh, this is gonna be interesting. Here we go. I saw the back of the back card and I opened it, so, well, hey, we got Dakota Ditcheva. I said her name right this time. She was on the course on the pack. Oh, ooh, that's a hit right there. Even if it's not somebody in wrestling, but I'll take it. It's a green auto of Jesus Pinedo. Oh, and then we got somebody in wrestling. Mad Cruis Kruger. And the last card, still of wrestling, Ring Royalty. The Murder Grandpa, Minoru Suzuki. Alright, good to see some more wrestlers. But here we go, we got something from the MMA world, and it's a green auto. Cool. Alright, I'll take it, I'll take it. Alright, so definitely some... Alright, so that's our second hit, and our big hit, first auto of any of these boxes, so... Alright. Now, it'd be cool if a bit of wrestler, but hey, like I said, I'll take it. Alright, third to last pack here, guys. What we got? Oh, Ivan Putski, old school wrestler right there. Man, cool to probably see some more wrestlers. Hey, it's true. It's damn true. Somebody who was in amateur wrestling and pro wrestling, the Legend Cordero. So good to see somebody we know from WWE and TNA in this. Awesome. Okay, Andrew Koreshkov. Alright. And then Kung Lee. Okay, it's a red parallel, 52 of 275. I almost couldn't tell until I looked at the bottom. Alright. I think, yeah, he's mixed martial arts. Alright, I had to look at that. Alright, cool, cool. We'll take it. Alright, 2 more packs to go. And that'll be the end of the stream, because like I said, I'll save that Lego set for another stream. Because I think 2 hours is good enough. Because hey, at least you guys were here to watch. I appreciate that. So shout-outs to, once again, the Game and Heal, Mr. Moose Cakes, and all the Pull players. Thanks for all being here, guys. We appreciate you as always. Oh, Don King makes an appearance. Pulled him earlier. Floyd Mayweather makes an appearance. Alright, Tyler Santos. Okay, from the Mixed Martial Arts. And Jay Elvin. Alright, classic insert. Alright, last pack. What am I going to pull in this? I don't even want to look at the back card. Just, you know, usually the parallel's always before the last card from what I've seen. But alright, here we go. We got Usman or Godova, whatever, probably says his name wrong again. Alex Hammerstone, we saw him plenty of times. Alright, cool red parallel, not bad. Got mixed martial arts here, Rodrigo Nascimento. And the last card, well, somebody who also crossed over into wrestling, Quentin Jackson, or Quentin Rampage Jackson. Which, boy, I feel bad for him right now with his son Raja, after Raja did what he did to Psycho Stu. And, you know, I know Quentin's tried his best kind of like, you know, say, yeah, what he did, his son did was wrong, but man. But still, Quentin Rampage Jackson. Remember, he was in TNA for a brief time. Yeah, when he was with the second incarnation of maybe Mafia. So it's cool with US people who have crossed over both into wrestling and into the other, you know, forms of media. of combat sports, but there we go. So not bad, not bad. So we got an auto, something I couldn't do in the other boxes, but that's alright, I'll take it. So, alright. And 3 red parallels to go along with the 2 reds and the 1 blue I pulled earlier. So yeah, that's it. So let me just do the usual here as I get ready to wrap things up. Let me just put something on the screen real quick. Alright. Alright, there you guys go, and yeah, hopefully in the future I can fix this in my later setups. I don't like how this hangs out, but yeah, you know, if I had another boom mic, I think it'd probably be hanging out too. Alright guys, I guess, decent stream. Thought I'd build some Legos, open some cards, and just talk about whatever comes to mind. Of course, we talked about TMNT, and then not be a Playmates anymore, and, you know, just talk about whatever else I could talk about. That's it. As Christmas is a few hours away here in the US, 2 hours for you guys on the East Coast, 3 hours for my neck of the woods here in the Central Time Zone, and then our friends out on the mountain in the Pacific Time, they still got to wait a little longer. But yeah, that's it. I'm gonna wrap things up. I need to get some to eat, and well, I guess once again, I want to thank you all for watching. Once again, shout out again to the Gaming Heel, Mr. Moose Cakes, and Positive Pole Players being here. Everybody else that couldn't watch, hey, hope you can catch it on replay. I get it. It's Christmas. But hope you all are staying safe, enjoying the holiday, whether you're celebrating or not. But that's it. This is probably gonna be the last stream I'm doing for 2025. Like I said before, I don't know when I'll stream again until after New Year's. I may or may not do a New Year's Day stream. New Year's Eve, I'm gonna rule out because I probably will try to hang out with my cousin that day alongside hanging out with him tomorrow for Christmas. So that's it, guys. Thanks again. Rock on. Keep collecting. Stay safe. And of course, Merry Christmas. And I'll catch y'all in 2026. Later.